welcome back to our channel. That's Carleigh.
Good morning, everybody.
And I'm Michelle, and we're best friends. Today, we're going to show you what we eat in a day as a type 2 diabetic and a person with hypothyroidism.
Getting my breakfast started. Let's grab the ingredients. I'm going to be having some ancient grains toast with peanut butter for breakfast, and of course, taking my medicine. Got my toast, got my medicine, and of course, my water to start the day. I always like to start the day with a whole cup of water so that I'm starting off hydrated. It's something I've tried to tell Michelle to do a few times, but she's just not really a water fan. I do want to put a disclaimer on what I eat in a day. Some of the medications that I'm on for my diabetes do reduce my appetite. So I'm on Ozempic and I'm on Jardiance, and both of those have appetite reduction as part of their side effects. So what I'm eating in a day is based on what the nutritionist has told me specifically is what my body needs. So some sort of grain toast, so I do get a carbohydrate, but then pairing that with a protein is what makes my body regulate my release of the blood sugars into my system and allows my insulin to properly handle what I'm eating. This might be right for me, but it might not be right for you. If you have diabetes, or even if you don't, I would definitely recommend talking to a nutritionist or your doctor before following any sort of healthy eating or eating plan that you see on the internet.
My breakfast lately has sucked. I'm actually getting over COVID right now, so I'm at home. But at work, I'll usually just grab a coffee or a smoothie with some protein powder. But today I'm thinking coffee and oatmeal, so let's get to it. Then I like to put some cinnamon, a little more cinnamon, just a touch of nutmeg. Ooh, that was way too much. And the stevia. And water. And then I'll finish it off with heavy cream. I'm a person who believes in affirmations. I'm not ready to do them in the mirror yet, so when I make my coffee, I stir my affirmations into my coffee, and then I internalize it. That's just how I roll. This is first reactions because I've never actually had this brand of oatmeal before. Not bad. Too much nutmeg. For sure. But yeah, it's good.
Now that I've eaten breakfast, I'm also going to get my lunches ready for today and for the rest of the week. I'm one of those people that I like eating the same thing over and over again. And that thing right now is my yogurt and granola and fruit. It just is so delicious. It's really got a lot of good nutrients in it. It's the right balance of sugars, fats, and proteins for me. And so I'm going to make one for myself for today, as well as one for the next 3 days when I'm at work. I found these awesome cups on Amazon for making my granola fruit yogurt mixture in. I don't like to put the granola in to start because obviously then it gets a little bit mushy and I like it nice and crunchy. So it also comes with obviously a lid, but then it comes with a dome lid for the top. So I can put the granola up here, I can put the yogurt in here, and then I like to take my fruit in a separate container because I like to use frozen fruit, and then that way it doesn't get all mushy also. These things also came with a spoon that attaches on the side here. So it's like all in one carrying container. They're pretty awesome. This is my favorite type of granola right now, the keto granola. It was recommended to me by my nutritionist because it is lower in sugars and carbs. So it does still give me a little bit of carbohydrates, but not too many that my body has trouble with that. Adding ground flaxseed was another recommendation from my nutritionist. This will help to regulate my system, and it also helps my body to release the sugars into my system slower. So it slows down digestion, which means that the sugars are being released into my blood slower, which means that the insulin receptors that I have that work in my body have an easier time utilizing insulin to break down the sugars and not raise my blood sugars. This is the yogurt I like to use. I don't know how to say it. I think I've always said oikos, but Greek yogurt. Preferably, if you're trying to keep your blood sugars down, you'd be using something with high protein and lower sugar content, and that's what oikos does have. This is the 25% less sugar one. Let me flip it over to the ingredients. Here we go. You can see that it has 16 grams of sugar per 3/4 of a cup, but it also has 14 grams of protein. So even though it is not really high, but it does have sugars and carbohydrates in it, it has that protein, which will help your body to break it down slower as well. Now these 4 are perfect just like this because the granola and the flaxseed is fine in the fridge. Actually, you should keep your flaxseed in the fridge. Obviously, the yogurt needs to go in the fridge. So all 4 of these will keep for today and my next 3 lunches as well. This is one of the frozen fruit blends that I like to use. It's one of my favorites, actually, the 4-berry blend. I really like the blackberries and the strawberries and raspberries and blueberries mixed together, but I do like to switch it up all the time so that I can get a bit of different variety in my meals. I like to do this part of the meal prep though the morning of. So I'll take the fruit out of the freezer and put it in a little container the morning of so that it is not soggy by the time that I get to it, but it's also not break your teeth frozen.
About 20 to 2. I'm just gonna have some leftover General Tso chicken. Breakfast was good. I didn't finish it all. It was quite filling, and I didn't have a snack in between, so there's that. Also having some water with some watermelon strawberry flavoring. It's delicious.
James is making us dinner tonight. He's making us a rosé pasta bake, adding some tomatoes and a few, I don't even know what these are called, snap peas? I think they're snap peas. Chopped up an onion, some shredded cheese, or as we call it, broken cheese. Comment down below if you know why we call it broken cheese. Classico sauce, these are our favorites, and then some penne noodles. Not pictured is the already shredded rotisserie chicken from the freezer. Tonight's meal is a bit of a, what do we call it? Tonight's meal is a let's get rid of everything that's starting to go bad in our fridge meal. Okay, here we go. So the pasta bake has penne noodles with mixed red and white sauce, and then we have some cherry tomatoes, some red onions, we didn't put the snap peas in, and chicken and bacon. So for me as a diabetic, adding the chicken and the bacon is what makes the pasta itself not a horrible meal for me. So let's see how it tastes. Okay, I have one of these in here. The tomatoes are gonna be too hot, but James knocks it out of the park again. So delicious.
It's time for dinner. And you're probably like, Michelle, the background in your kitchen has changed. And you'd be right, because I started cleaning and then I started moving stuff, and now my whole living room is a disaster, and I've waited too long to eat and I'm freaking out. So the plan for dinner is leftover salad from last night and fish sticks in the air fryer. I am starving.